Welcome back to Fortune Cookies Tarot, and this is day 11 of our 31 days of tarot. So, the lesson for today, or the challenge for today, is to put a positive. How can I put a positive spin on the death card? So, I figured it was a great opportunity for me to pull out a whole bunch of death cards and let y'all see what they look like on different decks. So we have the original Rider Waite, Llewellyn, the original Crowley Thoth Tarot, the Star Tarot, the Dark Mansion Tarot, the Etheral Tarot, and my newest super fun deck, the Mystical Medleys cartoon, 1930s cartoon deck. So the positive spin that we can put on death, and again, I said earlier that in one of the earlier videos that my son, whenever I get a new deck, he wants to see what the death card looks like, because he wants to, that's like kind of his benchmark for how cool a deck is. So or how descriptive, I should say, how descriptive the deck is, because I do think that death is an important card that we look at. It does depict an inevitable change, the progress of self-development, the progress of life, those things. So, I do teach my students, first thing, death does not mean death. Though, if you do check my, I think it was New Year's Day reading that I did on Queen Elizabeth, death card came up and it like broke my heart. But it's death and death is transition and change, and it's transition and change that is going to happen, whether it's for a good reason or a bad reason. It's happening. There is a change that's happening, and it's something that needs to be expected. Now, there's some level of comfort, and I do tell my clients and my students this. There's a level of comfort and surety in something that is inevitable. It's, let's not be afraid of it, because it is going to happen. It's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to goldfish. It's going to happen to everything that we have, plants. Everything goes through a cycle of death, rebirth, birth. There is that process that we have to honor and expect. So when the death card comes up, especially with someone who is new to tarot or maybe getting their first reading, I do stress them, don't worry about that. We're going to get to it. It doesn't mean death. It's not the death card. Well, it is a death card, but it doesn't mean death. For a newer reader, for someone who is just starting to read cards, they always do have like a visceral reaction to it, and they do get a little bit scared and concerned when they have to read that card in a reading. And I tell them, just take a breath and understand that this is, a progress of change, that's really the way that they need to look at it. So likewise, when I read for individuals, if you pull the death card out, they go, there's that collective gasp, that they just kind of panic, and you have to just tell them, it's okay, like, let's look at the cards that are around it, and let's see what's going on, and see what kinds of cycles are ending for you. Because it does come, it's card 13 in the major arcana. It is not at the end of the cycle. That's one of the things that you can change to explain to them. If you do give them kind of a Cliff's Notes version of the Journey of the Fool, and where our 21st card, or 22nd but numbered 21st card, the World, where that is completion of the cycle. The death card is 13. It's right in the middle, but again, like the number 13 might make them a little uncomfortable too. So having them understand that the journey of the Fool, or the hero's journey, is a process, and that this card happens in the middle. It can be change for not endings, but transformation. So if you color it more as a transformative energy in the reading, I think people are much more comfortable with it, and I think it's much easier for newer readers to understand the death card more so as a transformative energy, as opposed to a destructive energy like the Tower. So so that is all I have to say about that. I hope you enjoy the different incarnations of the death card, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, there is private reading information there's a link in my bio. You can schedule private readings with me. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.